Let's get into this one right here. OKC beat the Lakers. OKC beat the Lakers. Or did they? Or did they? Wow. Okay, folks. Is this an asterisk? Was this an asterisk win for OKC? I don't know, folks. We're not going to hear the end of this today. We are not going to hear the end of this today. The game was tight. The game was back and forth. When Luka Doncic gets his second technical foul from what looked to be like he hit a bucket and looked over to a fan and was talking cash-ish to the fan and got thrown out by the referee because they say, well, the referee said that Luka was talking to him. I don't know. Whatever the case is, to me, that really puts an asterisk on the game. It really does. Whatever you want to say. Because from that point on, Reeves tried to do his thing. And what's supposed to be the Lakers' best player, according to the rankings, earlier in the season, and what's supposed to be the Lakers' second best player, according to real rankings, and anybody that has common sense, is supposed to be LeBron James. What did we find out, folks? LeBron James fumbling and bumbling and bumbling and fumbling could not carry that team after Luka Doncic went out. And what did I tell you guys before? I said they got rid of Anthony Davis because of why? For one, they don't have any real center competition in the NBA. They don't need a great center in the NBA to make it happen, to win. They just don't, folks. That's not what they need. And Anthony Davis, even though he did carry that team offensively and defensively, the problem was Austin Reeves, and especially LeBron James, was not going to be able to carry that team on the perimeter when it counted. Austin Reeves is not Luka Doncic. He's just not, folks. He's a good player and can seemingly be a great player. That's yet to be seen. So now we're like stuck in this, weirdo type of thinking, right? Because you want to give OKC their credit where credit is due. But at the same time, that game was tight when Luka Doncic pretty much got expelled out of the game. To me, if you're a referee, you can't do that. Because it leaves a lot to be desired as far as what we need to know. And what I needed to know, or what I knew from that point right there in that game, was the fact that OKC was not giving it to the Lakers like the Lakers gave it to OKC the other night. I'm just saying, folks, I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not on the Lakers side. But we got to speak reality. And the reality of it is that OKC wasn't really manhandling the Lakers at that point in that close game. They're supposed to be the number one rated. I think that they're the best in differential. Historic, right? It's supposed to be a historic differential. That's what it's supposed to be. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, folks. Now, let's go down the line of some of the things that might be said, today. They might speak of the Lakers getting all the foul calls and OKC not getting the foul calls. That might be the talk of the town, the talk on TV, the first take, right? This might be it. I'm just trying to tell you ahead of time. But truly, folks, this is what's going to happen with the Lakers. It's always going to be like that. But we don't see teams blow out the Lakers, folks. How many times we don't seen teams blow out the Lakers? We don't seen that. So to me, it's no excuse that you don't blow out the Lakers like other teams have. Even when Luka was there, we seen teams, and even bad teams blow out the Lakers when Luka Doncic was there already. Just saying, man. It's I don't care about stats. I'm not going to sit up here and read off the stats because basically all the guys played all the good guys, all the guys who were supposed to play a good game really played a good game. Now a lot of these guys will be in the negative, and that's what happens when you lose. Hey, when Luka Doncic got thrown out, SGA was in the negative. Coming into the fourth quarter, SGA, I think he was a double negative. He was a double negative, SGA was, coming into the fourth quarter. So sometimes it can be misleading, right? If you don't have the overall picture, and at the time the game wasn't over, SGA was a double negative and a plus minus, and the Lakers were doing the damn thing. I mean, they weren't beating the hell out of OKC or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, I don't know, folks. I don't know about this. All I know is if they match up and the Lakers are able to steal one of those games in OKC, I don't know. See, it's really weird to look at this matchup because we know LeBron James doesn't play no defense. Luka really can't play no defense. Austin Reeves' defense is limited. So basically, you just got the rest of the guys on the Lakers trying to play, trying to give it their all and play all the defense, right? But on the flip side, that doesn't look like this great defense that it's been all year. That's what we've been told. I mean, not really what we've been told, really, but you know what I'm saying. What the numbers tell us. And I'm not going to try to say they're not a great. That would be stupid. You got one guy who, on that team, I think he's going to be defensive player of the year. Is it Dort? So, and the rest of the guys are great defenders too. But when we talk about great defenders and you're playing a team like the Lakers, I don't know, man. Where's that top one defense? Where's the top? I don't know what they are in defense. I heard they was number one, but the loss looks worse than what it tells us in the box score. It wasn't that bad. The reason why it looks so bad is because Luka went down. And then all of a sudden, you put all the pressure basically on LeBron James. Even though Austin Reeves was out there trying to, wheel and deal when Luka left, it really put him in a messed up position. Because now, they wasn't worried about the king. They weren't worried about the king. They was worried about putting the pressure on Luka. I mean, not Luka, Reeves. They was worried about putting the pressure on Reeves. OKC was. The pressure was on LeBron James, but it wasn't from OKC. Naturally, the pressure was on LeBron James, but it was just pressure from the world. It was pressure that he couldn't hold up to, folks. He couldn't stand up to, right? It was time to perform, prime time, and this guy couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He out there breaking shots, fumbling and bumbling, turning over the ball. I mean, God. Thank God for Luka. And that's what I told you guys. That's why they got rid of AD. Because when it came down to it, they needed a primetime performer on the perimeter. And yes, Austin Reeves is decent. But when it comes down to it, if you're supposed to be the guy, they're not going to expect Austin Reeves to take over in the last 3 minutes, the last minute, the last 5 seconds. They're going to put that ball in LeBron's hands. Okay? That's what they're going to do. He's supposed to be this great perimeter player. And he's not. The sad part is, as big as he is, he could be a great paint player, but he has no paint moves, folks. I'm telling you, all that First quarter, second quarter-ish, ain't nothing but front running. All that, they up by 20 points and they dogging teams out, that's a front runner mentality. And I'm not trying to say he shouldn't be getting points in those moments. What I'm trying to say is, when it comes down to it, that 2 minutes to go, is he going to be getting you clutch buckets when the game is going back and forth with another team? Is he going to be able to be that perimeter player to go back and forth with another team? No. No. He ain't going to be able to do it. And look, to me, he's not built like that in the first place. He's not built to be a perimeter guy. He never has been. He's too big. He's a big, old-looking football player. The guy is a joke. The way he carries himself, when he gets hit, he starts crying. Like, you got hit, dude. Big deal. Get back to work. Get back to work. Everybody's getting hit in the face out there. Get back to work. Stop crying. This dude claims he got hit in the face. Okay, which I don't doubt it. Maybe did, maybe didn't. So he's sitting there crying like the refs are his damn parents or something. Sitting there snitching and crying. All this snitching and crying. So he goes to the free throw line. He's wiping his, he's doing that white thing, blow thing. Then he's touching his head where he supposedly got hit. Then he's wiping, touching his head, blowing on his hands. And he just did that in 4 different motions. It's weird with this guy. He don't even seem like a human being. Sometimes he seems like a damn android, cyborg. I don't know, man. He just seems weird. Don't even seem like any human being would act like the way he acts. He cries more now than I've ever seen him cry before at any other period in time, which is hard to even fathom that, right? This is the most LeBron has ever cried? Wow. So yeah, it's a lot of scenarios we can talk about in this game if I haven't covered them all. So to me, the biggest thing, again, we don't know the deal. Was this a real win? Was it a real win when Luka got tossed out the game with a lot? What did he get tossed in? 7 minutes, 8 minutes? And the game was close. It was right there. It was going back and forth. It was going back and forth. It was going back and forth. LeBron James can't carry a team. He's finished. Can't carry a team. I don't really know what to say about it. I was just stunned when they put out Luka. And like I said, when that happened, I'm being serious. I think LeBron James thought he was going to take over that game. I know Reeves took a lot of shots after he left. Of course, he's going to take a lot of shots. But LeBron James, I really think in my heart, he thought he was going to take over that game or win that game or be able to stay in that game with the way he plays. He ain't got game like that, folks. I ain't saying he had a bad night. But when Luka left, fumbling and bumbling and breaking it up, turn the ball over. I mean, come on now. So you guys tell me what you think on this game. We won't hear the end of this today. We won't hear that. And another thing is, you're going to throw Luka out, but you're trying to tell me LeBron James cries all game? Every game? All this guy does is cry and follows the referees all game, calling them the N word, the B word, all kind of words. And he don't get thrown out of a game? How the hell is that possible, folks? How is that possible? Wow. I don't know. I don't know. See what happens. OKC did what they were supposed to do. They end up winning that game when Luka got put out. And that's it. That's it. They really got exposed on defense. And if you want to be serious, they got exposed on offense. I don't know. JJ Redick, he didn't have any kind of scheme of what to do when Luka got thrown out. And I'm not trying to say it wasn't devastating. Yeah, it was devastating. I don't know, man. They just... I don't know what to say for that. I'm going to let you guys comment I want to talk about Scap. Because Scap was going to make a video yesterday after, Mike Malone got the axe. And very warranted that he would make a video about the whole situation. Now, I'm not too sure Scap, if he's related to Joker, but he had some great points in what he was saying about the whole situation. I mean, but that's really not, hard. A lot of people's been saying that, or saying the things that he's been saying. But, he's missing. It's a lot of things that he's missing. And I don't know if he's missing these things on purpose or what, but he's missing them. Because he don't want to hold Joker accountable. And why he don't want to hold Joker accountable, nobody knows. But the things he keeps saying about the Denver Nuggets, I don't know. I just don't know what the hell this guy's talking about when he's trying to blame this on the Denver Nuggets. I just don't know. Look, he's trying to convince you that Joker has no hand in none of this. Do you actually believe that? Do you actually believe that they didn't run it by Joker to give Porter Jr. his big contract? Are you really trying to tell me that? Come on, man. What about Jamal Murray? I'm lost, folks. I mean, Scap, he needs to stop lying, man. He's lying to make a lot of people look bad. And guess what? We're not going to put up with his lies, folks. Nobody's going to sit up here and put up with his lies, because that's what they are. Think about it. You're trying to tell me that in essence, they're going to lose their best player. Not next year, but maybe next year. They might try to trade. I don't know the trade clause or whatever like that, but he has an option, a player option, not next year, but the next year after that, to opt out. But what I'm trying to say is, you're trying to tell us, Scap. Tell us. You're trying to tell us. Tell us, Scap, that Joker has pleaded and begged or asked or notified them, the Denver Nuggets organization, that he needs to play with another Hall of Fame player. All-star, Hall of Fame caliber player. You're trying to tell us that Joker has been protesting for this the last few years? We haven't heard it. We have not heard none of that. Only person we have heard that from is you, Scap. Is you. And basically, you're telling us the obvious. That's all you're doing. That the man needs a a Hall of Fame caliber player. Then we can agree with that. No problem. But what we don't agree on is the fact that we've never heard from his own mouth that he has protested the team, the organization, for such help. So until you can come out with those facts, Scap, which he has never done it. Never. He's never done it. He's never done it. The way Scap makes it sound like is this guy has been saying this every damn 6 months for the last 3 years. That's what it sounds like. Like Joker's been saying this. Like Joker is on record saying he needs a Hall of Fame caliber player. Hell, Kobe was on record saying it. As much as this guy talks about Kobe, that's all he needed. Well, Kobe was on record. Kobe said them dudes were bums. Hell, LeBron James has been doing this all of his career. Running around, getting all this help. Okay, so you don't actually have to be on record saying it. Verbally, your actions will speak every time. And again, Scap, stop the cap. The cap is starting to turn into lies. That's all it's starting to do. You've been wanting to play with these guys. They just won a championship 2 years ago. They were actually supposed to, by the way the media was talking, like, these guys were going to run it back on a repeat. They weren't bums when they won that championship. They get defeated in the second round last year, and they become bums. Nobody really knows what they're going to do this year when it's all said and done. But my big thing is, yes, the guy needs help, but he don't want help. I keep trying to say that. There's a difference between wanting help and really wanting help. Well, needing help and wanting help. And like I said, folks, there's no way he should let these guys sign these contracts. Jamal Murray and Porter, one of them guys got to go. He's the leader of the team. He let it happen. That's all we can say. Scap can cap, Scap cap. Let's call this guy Cap Scap. Cap Scap. Cap Scap. Scap capping. Scapping capping. Let me shut up. So that's about it, man. I'm not going to cry a river for this guy. He's playing with his homeboys, his boys, whatever it is. That's his boys. He let his boys sign those contracts because he wants to play with them. That's it, folks. We can't sit up here and cry about that. That's the guys he want to play with. Or on the other hand, did they try? We're not hearing what we need to hear. I mean, did he say he want to get guys over there? Hall of Fame caliber guys. Did the team try to bring Hall of Fame caliber guys over there, and nobody want to come over there? How about that? How about maybe nobody want to come over there? Just think about Luka Doncic going over there, right? Well, Joker's stats would have to go down, folks. His stats would have to go down. And was he willing for his stats to go down? See, when you're not beating all-time great teams to win a championship, guess what? Your stats don't have to go down. I'm sorry, that's what happened. When they won the championship and they beat no 51 teams, and they beat a bubble-licious team, or not a play-in team, to win a championship. Guess what? You don't have to share no stats. You ain't playing nobody. Just saying that. I mean, come on, we gotta stop, man. I want to do a piece on Johnny Arnett. This guy is as much as these guys tell you about basketball, and it's okay to be a LeBron James fan. And the guy was sitting up there defending Michael Jordan. He was going against a LeBron lover. And it turns out that this guy is really a LeBron James lover too. I mean, the things that this guy said the other day about, LeBron James, truly, I don't know his rankings as far as, who he got 1, 2, 3, whatever like that. But I'm sure he has LeBron James number 2. And what's so sad is this guy does good work. I'm not going to say he doesn't do good work, but for all the work that he does and the stuff he says about LeBron James, and defends him, yes, he gives him some heat, as if, the same heat that, they would give, Kareem or Magic or Bird, Tim Duncan, well, this guy can't be the GOAT because he had this flaw in his career. He had the flaw in his career. In Michael Jordan's career, seemingly, it seems to be, it don't really have any holes, right, in his career as far as being the GOAT. So, of course, he has Michael Jordan number 1. But, that's the kind of heat he gives LeBron James. Like, he did the same things as far as, letdowns or, don't have a perfect career or has holes in his career, the same as, Larry Bird, Kareem, Will, Magic, these type of guys that would stop him from being the actual GOAT, but they're all-time great players, in that top 5, top 10 range. So he puts LeBron James up in that category with these guys. Like, LeBron James basically did it like these guys, but, because his career wasn't a perfect story like Michael Jordan's, this is why he can't be number 1. I mean, I have to go back and watch that video again, but this guy is these guys are so much about money, man. They're not about nothing else. They will bring you all the basketball facts on their channel and then sit up there and try to put LeBron James number 2 or in the top 5. It's just ridiculous, folks. It's all about money. Look, if this guy, you love this guy as a player, that's fine. That's fine. But, you know, his career is like going null and void with as far as top 5 and top 10 with his antics, his super team building, you know, him not being a clutch player consistently. You know, all these things, we can just go over it, man. But the stuff he says impresses him, how he took that team in 07 to the finals. But why is it so impressive? Why? He said so impressive that a LeBron James took that team to the finals. And then he mentioned beating the Detroit Pistons, but the Detroit Pistons who just won a championship not too long ago, but their best player was gone. The coach was gone. The best player was gone, Ben Wallace. The coach was gone. That ain't the same team. It's not the same team. And they beat 250 win, not 250 win, 500 win teams on the way to the finals, folks. They only won 500. They were 500. 2 teams that he beat on the way to the finals. And then he beat a team that they lost their Hall of Fame coach, their coach, period. And they didn't have their best. What was so impressive about that? Can Johnny Arnett tell us? Because he played like shit in that Pistons series. And then then he says, and then they lost in the finals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't he make no big deal out of it? The fact that he melted down and got exposed that he wasn't even supposed to be there. Truly, if you were supposed to be there and you were so impressed by that run, give me one game. Give me one game. Give me one game. Or, okay, if you was to get swept, at least play good. At least play good. At least play to superstar standards. And, you know, this is what you need to beat us. Okay. You're just a better team. You're the Spurs. But I'm going to play up to superstar standards. See how he does it? And this is how they do it, folks. When they win, they can't believe he did that. He brought that team to that point and did this and that and that. But when they, you know, because he's so young, they can't believe he did it because he was so young. But when they get their doors blown off, oh, man, you got to get the man, you know, some leeway, man. A.K.A. an excuse because he's young. See, we could give him that, folks, like we gave it to Michael Jordan when he got swept by the Celtics, that he went out like a G. Right? Everybody just said, man, Mike came off a broken foot, set a record for points. Set a record for points against the Boston Celtics in the Boston Garden. And they got swept, but he went out like a G in the series. And we got to excuse it because he was young. But we couldn't do that for LeBron James because he played nobody going to the finals. And then he melted. He melted down a lot of them series too. Getting to the finals, but he definitely melted down in the finals. So we can't give him no young card, no young excuse or what they want to give him. It's all bullcrap, man. You got to remember this ain't the 90s. He didn't play. You know, he wasn't playing. You know, the Celtics in that East. The Celtics went there. The Atlanta Hawks went there. The Milwaukee Bucks went there. The Pistons went there. He wasn't playing that same lineup in the East. So why was you impressed? Why was you impressed? He only had been in the playoffs one damn time. He missed the playoffs his first 2 seasons. So what was so impressive? I don't understand. And they had changed the rules at that point to a no-touch era. What was Johnny Arnett so impressed by? We don't know. We just know that these guys, he still ain't made that video on LeBron James. To me, somewhere in between this guy, I could tell you probably go to LeBron James parties. You know, he probably talks to LeBron James. He probably knows him, you know, for hyping this guy up and never saying nothing bad about him and stuff like that. You know, this is being past a Laker, man, because, yes, he's a Lakers fan, but, you know, I think somewhere in between we're missing something. Because for this guy to be a true basketball historian like he is, and doesn't give this guy any smoke like he's supposed to give him the smoke, it tells you a lot, man. This guy is a Laker fan. LeBron didn't come to the Lakers until he left the Cavs the second time. What was that, 18, 19? Come on, folks. He can't be that much of a LeBron James fan. LeBron James came there 3-6 in the finals. Countless, all this stuff, folks. So, guys like this, with a platform like this, can really put a dent in LeBron's career. But he never has. He's never told the real facts on LeBron James. He's told the real facts about NBA history and about all the greats, but he has never told the facts on LeBron James. He really hasn't. And it's a shame. He's a LeBron James lover. And like I said, I won't be surprised if they know each other. And, he's part of the Clutch payroll, because there's no way that he could be, this great at his work. And don't get this guy to smoke for all the stuff he done did. Or hasn't did. Same thing is getting the same thing with Scap. The same thing is starting to happen with Scap. Like, stop lying, dude. Show us proof that this guy, Joker, has protested the organization for another or for a Hall of Fame caliber player. Show us. He can't show us. All he can say is the organization is to blame for this, and they haven't got him this and that, and they let these guys sign these contracts. Yes, because the Joker wants to play with him, folks. Don't get that twisted. Until we hear some rumblings from Joker, what they're saying, what Scap is saying, it's a lie, folks. We've never heard this. All you have to do is open your mouth and say these things. But now it's kind of over for the next few years, right? Or at least until his player option comes up, because he let these guys sign these contracts. These broke and injured dudes, he let these guys sign these contracts. So you guys tell me what you think about this Lakers game.